Hi, I am Johnny on the Spot, science reporter for the Real News Network, and today I'm being joined by
Professor Lizzie, Professor Yeet,
and Inspector Home Run.
And we're the Teenage Super Sleuth.
Okay, and for all of you listening at home, Professor Lizzie looks an awful lot like Taylor Swift. No. Professor Yeats looks an awful lot like Ariana Grande, and Inspector Home Run looks an awful lot like who?
The other way around.
It's the other way around?
No, I look like Ariana Grande. She looks like Taylor Swift.
Okay, we're having a little disagreement here in Adam Levine, but we'll be right back in a few minutes with some review of some of this cryptic information that they've sent me. Okay, we're back, and this is what the Professor Yeats has sent me. She has sent me a new chart of Al Gore's Vostok ice core. And if you remember, this is some information that's shared in every single classroom in America. We've got down here, we have temperatures. Then we have CO2. And as you can see, Al Gore's up here saying that we've reached a record high level of CO2. Now, is this what you two have sent me that is so important?
Yeah.
But I don't think this is any new information. Everybody in school gets this. You found new stuff?
Yeah, it's top secret new information.
This is top secret new
information? Yeah, we're the only ones that get it.
Wow. Okay, so you're telling me that everybody else in the world has looked at this information and they have not seen what you've seen?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now, you got to remember, both professors here have multiple PhDs from Ivy League University. Now, you're in what? You're, 13 years old and you have 3 PhDs?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're, 12 years old and have... You're 11 years old and you have 4 PhDs. And one's in nuclear physics, one's in piano, one's in chemistry.
Yeah.
And underwater basket weaving.
Yeah.
That's really impressive. Okay, well, let's go take a look here. So this is what you're telling me is so important. You've sent me these observations. Okay, now this is real good science. Now you got to remember, I don't have a PhDs that you do, so you're going to have to walk me through this. Okay. First of all, you say climate change is the norm. You're saying that's normal for the climate to be changing. That the climate's never stable?
Exactly, yeah. It always goes
That
up.
sounds like crazy talk. Okay, now that's not what Al Gore tells me. He's telling me we want to have a stable climate. Okay, now, so you're disagreeing with Al Gore? Wow. Okay, all previous temperature peaks were higher than they are today? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that we're not at a record high temperature like Al Gore's been telling me?
Yeah.
When he says 9 of the last 10 hottest.
He's wrong.
Don't listen to him.
No, he's
Don't
wrong.
listen to Al Gore.
We have this is our information.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And then what you're telling me is record high CO2 did not, and that's a big not there, drive temperatures to a record high. Is that true?
Yeah.
It's
true.
Look,
You
this is too hard for me to believe because this is contrary to everything I've been told. But this is what you're telling me. You've got this chart, right? Where this is a little cleaner chart, and so we're going to take a closer look. And so you have temperature variations, right? So this is temperature. This down here is CO2. Now, the other one went back 650,000 years, but this one goes back 400,000 years. Tells the same story, though, right? And so you drilled ice cores, and over here you have CO2 all the way up here. So clearly, going back here, we're easily at a record high CO2, right?
Yeah.
And that's the information. But this is what Al Gore's been telling me. That's nothing new. But you're telling me you've seen something else.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go take a look, okay? Okay, now, so you've added some graphics here, and I see what you mean. This is basically the climate, and you're right. I don't see it ever not changing to you. So I think I think point one, I think you're right. I think you're right. Climate is always changing, and I think Al Gore's wrong. He's sitting there making it sound like there's a stable.
He's not telling you the right information.
He's misleading people. Oh,
yeah.
That's pretty interesting. Now the other thing that you told me was that all the previous temperature peaks were higher than they are today. Could that be true? That doesn't sound right. But look here. Looks to me like you drew a line here, and it looks to me like this is a temperature peak, right? This is a temperature peak. This is a temperature peak, and this is a temperature peak. And if this is the current level right now, all these temperature peaks are above that line, showing that all previous peaks did occur above today's temperature.
See, we did tell you.
But you don't understand. This is earth-shattering.
We do.
Al Gore has always been telling me the opposite.
He's wrong. Look at our information.
Al Gore is wrong. That's blasphemy. Oh my gosh, this is really earth-shattering information. Wow. And so what you're telling me here, and look over here, you do see that CO2 is at a record high, but it didn't cause record high temperatures. That's totally earth-shattering information.
Yeah.
Al Gore has told me the complete opposite. Now, what you're telling me, though, is that you want people to join your secret science society because this is secret information that only true scientists can know, and that they should keep this secret from their teachers. You don't want their teachers to see this, right?
No,
and so
don't.
only share with their friends, right?
Yeah.
And, okay, now
no one else.
not everybody's going
No
to have a
one else.
friend that has 13-year-old PhD candidates. Okay, now you got your degree from Harvard, right?
Yeah,
And you
of
got yours from
course.
Oxford?
Duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so like, share, subscribe, and comment. And be sure to join our secret science society and share this information with only your most trusted friends, right?
Yeah, no one else. This is top secret.
All right, and we'll be back for more videos next.